What is going on, everyone, and welcome back. My name is Zachary Likes Comics, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today is Wednesday, February 18th, 2026, which means it is New Comic Book Day, and I am so excited for today's releases, guys. This might be the best New Comic Book Day of 2026. We have Absolute Batman issue 17, Captain America issue number 7, we have Sai Dimensional Rivals issue number 2, we have Nightwing issue 135, we have a brand new series coming out from Image, White Sky issue 1, as well as, last but not least, cannot forget about the final issue of Jonathan Hickman's Ultimate Spider-Man run. So there are so many good comics coming out today. We're going to hang out and meet a friend for today's New Comic Book Day. We're going to go hunting for some back issues at a few stores, as well as see what we can pick up for New Comic Book Day. But first things first, we got to get ready for the day. It is New Comic Book Day, which means we have to start the video off first things first with the outfit plus the read of the day. So for today's outfit of the day, I have on my French chore coat with a white tee underneath, and then for the pants, I have on my Selvage Denim from Unbranded brand, and for the shoes, I have on my Blundstone 558s. But most importantly, for the read of the day, I wanted to go ahead and read Exquisite Corpses issue number 2. I read issue number 1 a few weeks ago, if you remember, and I thought James Tynion set the stage perfectly with that first issue. I was immediately hooked. I've heard nothing but good things about this story, so we're going to go ahead and jump into issue number 2. I'll get back to you guys afterwards with my thoughts. We just finished reading issue number 2 of Exquisite Corpses, guys, and this was a fantastic issue. Michael Walsh is actually the writer for the second issue, and he does a fantastic job continuing what James Tynion wrote in issue number 1. James Tynion wrote and set the stage perfectly in issue 1 for this sick, twisted game, but Michael Walsh does a great job here continuing that story as we go in Oak Valley, as the unsuspecting citizens are just going about their everyday task. It is Halloween night. They're going trick-or-treating. Parents are working. There's people taking their kids out, and as this is all happening, the game pieces are starting to move. There's people starting to be taken out as game pieces are fighting one another, but the citizens of Oak Valley, Maine are totally clueless, and a few of them interact with the game pieces in a really interesting way here. I think Michael Walsh does a great job in this second issue, continuing what James Tynion wrote in the first issue. We get a bit more backstory into the game makers and what they are kind of doing, the little side bets that they're placing on the game, as they might not expect to win the game, but if they can make a little bit of cash in the end, then that's a win for them. I think that's a really interesting concept, but I really enjoyed this second issue of Exquisite Corpses. I fully understand the hype around this series, guys. Guys, it is about that time. We're about to head to meet Sammy for New Comic Book Day. If you don't know Sammy already, he is another comic creator here in Nashville that makes amazing content. I highly recommend checking him out. I will leave his channel in the link in the description below, but we are going to start at Dragonfly, or LCS, and see what we pick up for today's new releases, and then we're going to go back issue hunting at a few comic shops in and around the Nashville area. So this is going to be a fun day in the life vlog. So come with me, guys. Let's see what we can find. This is Sammy, guys, by the way. Yeah.
That's so sick.
Today's new releases, everyone. We actually managed to get the variant. Sammy just found some insane finds. So explain to everyone what these are.
So these are the David Aja incentive variants for the new Batman run with Matt Fraction. And to my knowledge, it's the first time they're back together since the Hawkeye run, which is one of my favorites of all time.
That is so epic.
I don't know. Should I pull the trigger?
You gotta, at the very least, like the one that you like the most, you know? Today's new releases, there's so many great releases, such as Absolute Batman issue 17, Fantastic Four issue 8, Captain America issue 7, There's just so many good comics coming out today. All right, guys, we are on the way now. We are meeting Sammy at The Great Escape in Nashville. This is actually going to be a new comic shop to me. I've been there before years ago, but that was actually shopping for CDs. They have tons of physical media, but they also have new and used comic books. So I'm really excited to see what we can find there. Sammy said he's been there before to one of their other locations right off of Charlotte Avenue, but we're heading to their other location in Nashville that just moved. I'm very excited to see what we find there. And then I think we're gonna head to one more comic shop for the day before we head home. We already got our pulls from our LCS. Shout out to Dragonfly. We got so many good books this week. It was an amazing new comic book day. We have Ultimate Spider-Man issue 24 that came out today. We also have Wolverine, the tie-in to the Armageddon event from Chip Zdarsky that came out today. We have Nightwing issue 135. We have Absolute Batman issue 17. So many good books coming out today. White Sky, a brand new ongoing, but I'm really excited for this week's pull list. I think this is probably going to be the best week of new comic books in 2026, as I mentioned before at the beginning of the video. But we're on our way now. It's just a nice little gloomy day out, raining a little bit. I kind of like these days. These are very kind of just like relaxing to me, and I'm really excited for what we find. But guys, yeah, we will catch you there. So we've arrived at Great Escape. This place is epic. There is so many comics that they have here. I am literally blown away. This is all the new releases, and then over to the left of us they have tons of back issues that we'll be hunting in today. We are on the hunt for any and all Mark Waid Daredevil, and here we go. Issue 27, issue 15. This is issue 17. Three, 17, 24, 29, 31. I think we've successfully found the Mark Waid run. We just found issues 82 through 92 of Brubaker's run of Daredevil. What an insane find. There's so much amazing physical media here. So many cool posters, like that Return of the Jedi one up there. The Mummy. We are about to head out. Me and Sammy just got done for the day, but it was a success. As you can see, everything we pulled this week. Let me flip the camera. Guys, thank you all so much for watching. We will catch you at home with our pulls of the week. I just made it back home, and as you can see, I have a fat stack to go through for today's new comic book day. I don't know how the publishers will top today's new releases. This might be the best new comic book day of 2026. There is so many great books that came out today, but I'm so excited to go through the stack. Let's get right into it, and afterwards I will share with you guys everything that I picked up in back issues. Starting the list off, here we have Ultimate Incursion by Dennis Camp. Guys, I've heard nothing but good things about this, and I'm slowly but surely getting all caught up on the Ultimate Universe. I'm very excited to get this so I can slowly get closer and closer to inching to that finish line. But going into issue number 2, here we have Exquisite Corpses issue number 10. Guys, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I have been loving the series. James Tynion and Michael Walsh have been creating something truly unique here with this interesting concept of a sick, twisted game that is being played on this unsuspecting town of Oak Valley, while all these puzzle pieces are moving and game pieces are moving. The citizens of the town have no idea what is going on Halloween night. An amazing concept. And going into issue 3, here we have White Sky. Guys, I've heard nothing but good things about this already. This is going to be a brand new ongoing series from Image Comics, but imagine The Last of Us with ghosts instead of zombies. A really interesting concept. But going into issue number 4, here we have issue 135 of Nightwing. Guys, I've been loving what Dexter Soy and Dan Waters have been doing with this run. If you haven't been reading and caught up after Tom Taylor's run, I highly suggest getting into Dan Waters' Nightwing run. I cannot recommend it enough. And coming into issue number 5, here we have Absolute Batman, issue number 17, the introduction of Poison Ivy. Guys, I'm so excited for this. This has been an amazing series so far, and coming into issue number 6, here we have The Amazing Spider-Man, issue 22, in this beautiful variant cover, as you can see, with this symbiote suit taking over. Guys, this is so sick, probably one of my favorite variant covers. And here we have issue number 7. Issue number 7, the final issue of Jonathan Hickman's Ultimate Spider-Man run. Guys, I am so sad that this series is over. I've been loving what Jonathan Hickman has been doing with this series. Hopefully, this is not the end truly, as what we've seen with the Ultimate X-Men last week. But coming into issue number 8, here we have Captain America, issue number 7, another tie-in to the Armageddon, with a little note at the top telling us Armageddon coming in 4 months, only 4 months away. I'm so excited for what Chip Zdarsky is doing with this series. And here we have issue number 9. Daredevil and the Punisher, issue number 4, in this beautiful David Nakayama variant. Guys, I freaking love this color block variant. One of my favorite color block variants I've picked up as of recently. And coming into issue number 10, here we have Sai Dimensional Rivals, issue number 2. Guys, I've been loving what Pete Momoko is doing with this series. A truly interesting concept of Psylocke trying to travel across dimensions to get the 7th Infinity Stone. And coming into issue number 11, here we have Wolverine, Weapons of Armageddon. Guys, another Armageddon tie-in event. I've been loving what Chip Zdarsky's been doing at the helm of Marvel, and Zdarsky we trust, truly. And coming into the last but not least issue, here we have And last but not least, we have Jed MacKay's X-Men issue 25, and a beautiful A-cover, might I say. That is everything that I picked up this week on New Comic Book Day. As I mentioned before, this might be the best week of comics we will get in 2026. I don't know how publishers are truly going to top this, but guys, let's go right into the back issues we found this week. Going into the back issues, I found so many good back issues today that I was just so thrilled to find. I've been hunting for a while, but starting off, here I have issues 82 through 92 of Ed Brubaker's Daredevil run. And if you know anything about Ed Brubaker's run of Daredevil, you would know that it is actually taken over after Brian Michael Bendis. So issue 82 is the first issue of Ed Brubaker's run, actually. So technically 82 is issue 1 of Ed Brubaker's run, because he took over after Brian Michael Bendis ended at issue 81, which is really cool that I was able to find issues 82 through 92 with no skips whatsoever. I was so excited to find this. This is just such a great find for me. I'm trying to find as many Daredevil back issues as I can to start collecting and making my own omnibuses at home with the folios that they sell online and doing custom covers. But I'm really excited that I was able to find issues 82 through 92. And going into the next finds, if you thought that was all the back issues that I found today, you would be sadly mistaken. If you know anything about me, I am a huge Daredevil fan. I love the way that Matt Murdock holds his morals, and his moral compass truly guides him as a hero and a character. I think it's very interesting in the way he has these moral dilemmas and struggles with faith and religion, and I love the way they tie that all into the character. But here we have some amazing finds of Mark Waid's Daredevil run, the original run. So we have issue 7 here. We have issue 11, which is an amazing cover. We have issue 15 right here. Then going next, we have issue 17 right here. Then next, here we have issue 22, an amazing cover with Daredevil and his friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. And then next we have issue 23, a beautiful cover of the Double D's, yes sir. And then next we have issue 24, another amazing cover. And then next we have issue 29 here, I believe. I think this is issue 20, no, we have issue 27 here. And then next we have issue 29, and then last but not least, we found issue 31 of Mark Waid's Daredevil series. So I am getting very close to collecting all of Mark Waid's Daredevil run, and I'm going to try to do a complete series of folio omnibuses for that as well. I'm a huge Daredevil fan. But going into the last back issues that I found, let's go right into it. These are some amazing finds. The second Mark Waid Daredevil run, if you didn't know, he actually, whenever he finished his first run of Daredevil, the fans requested and demanded a second run, so he actually did a second run of Daredevil just right after he ended in 2014 in the same year. So going into that, here we have, as I mentioned, this is the second run that Mark Waid did for Daredevil, just like Zdarsky did for Daredevil, but we have issue 16 here, we have issue 17, one of my favorite covers of that series, and then we have issue 18, another beautiful cover here. So that is all the back issues that I've found today. Honestly, an amazing haul of back issues, if I do say so myself. This is just everything that I found of Mark Waid's run, and then as I showed you before, I found 10 issues straight of Ed Brubaker's run, the first 10 issues, no skips whatsoever. So an amazing find out in the wild at Great Escape in Nashville. If you haven't checked them out, I highly recommend it. But guys, thank you all so much for watching. I had so much fun with my friend Sammy today. This is our actual first time meeting up, so it was a really nice time getting to meet and hang out and find some amazing comics together. Guys, I will leave his link in the description below for his channels. Be sure to check him out, another amazing comic creator here in Nashville. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have an amazing week. We will be back next week for New Comic Book Day. Peace.